5 FM and the American Soldier kind of fits in rather nicely
Yes.
this morning. And we're at about 5 minutes, less than that, 4 minutes before the top of the hour. And our friend Sonia Edwards, your lovely bride.
You hadn't seen her in a
the
few
studio.
days.
Yeah, I was going to say, the world traveler.
Yeah.
And still getting ready to hit the road
Hitting the
for
road
another
again,
trip.
yeah.
But what do you have for us from Bryan Insurance this
Well,
week?
it's some things that I learned at the meeting I just got back from, and one of my coworkers always teases me when I get ready to go on one of these things. She'll say, "Don't come back with stuff that we need to do," as a joke, because that seems like, what always happens. And this is actually information. One of the things that I attended was a legislative update of things that are coming out, and we knew these things were coming. In fact, some insurance companies have already come up with their own forms, but the Insurance Services Office has filed forms for insurance companies to use, so I thought we'd just talk about them. And these are things that aren't really supposed to be covered by personal policy, but because of things that have changed in our world, they've added some clarifications. And the first one has to do with an Airbnb, or there's other ones, but that's when you put on this Airbnb website, if people are coming to your area, they can stay in your room, your house, that kind of thing.
Right.
I'm sure there are other ones, but that's the most popular. And there's already a business exclusion on a homeowner's policy, but just to clarify, they're not calling it Airbnb, they're calling it home rental, room rental, but your policy was not intended to cover liability exposures, and of course, at first I thought, what liability exposure would that be? Well, there's somebody getting hurt in your home,
right.
And this is one that I never even thought of, but I guess it's popular for people to put hidden cameras in their houses when they have people stay, and then if the people do something funny, put it on YouTube, which I don't understand that, but I guess it's a big deal. And it's been happening, they say, a lot, and liability exposure for that, it's already excluded on your homeowner's policy, but they're clarifying, putting specific language in there that's not covered. And then the other has to do with the Uber, Lyft,
that's a big one.
And then there's the Amazon delivery, and your personal auto policy is not supposed to cover if you carry passengers for a fee. That's pretty specific, and so it's really already not covered, but they're actually putting wording in there about that. And then as far as the Amazon delivery goes, you're not carrying passengers for a fee, but you are using your vehicle in business. So they're putting clarification. And then the third one has to do with drones. And we're already seeing on all commercial policies, on our renewals, they're putting a specific drone exclusion, which aircraft is already excluded. But it goes back with the thing with the Airbnb. If people video something with their drone and then share it on social media or whatever, and they become liable because of that, that's not covered under your policy. So
no, the FCC requires us, if we put anybody on the air, we have to notify them ahead of time to say, hey, we're going to put you on the air. We can't just stick somebody, and I'm assuming that YouTube, social media, things like that, if you video or you download something about somebody and they're unaware of that, then you are opening yourself up for a lawsuit. Right,
you are. And I think that the whole point of this is that our world is changing rapidly. One of the speakers that I saw compared the world to the Jetsons, to the world that we live today. It's really not that different, and we thought that would never really happen, but things are happening so quickly. So before you decide to do, and I'm not saying any of these services are bad to be a part of, Lyft, Uber, Airbnb, whatever. I'm not saying it's bad to do that, but just know ahead of time that more than likely the insurance that you currently carry is not going to be adequate. And so you need to find out if those services provide any type of insurance that's just automatic or that is included or that you can purchase, and is that adequate for you or not. If it's not adequate, contact your insurance agent before you take part in any of these things, and just make sure everything's squared away before you actually do it, so you don't have any surprises.
Just be covered the right way.
That's right.
That's right.
So
very good. How can we get a hold of you?
You can call me at 940-549-2525. You can come see us, second floor Sierra Bank Building, or you can visit us on www.bryanins.com.
Do you ever get asked about the I on Bryan Insurance?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Well, we named our son Brian with a Y, and I asked myself that many times.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, and then I get people, your name is spelled Sonyae, and I'm like, no, that's my first name and my last initial. But anyway, I get that a lot. So,
Very good.
Anyway.
Thank you so much, Sonia, and we look forward to you coming back next week, right?
Awesome.
You've got a trip up there.
Yeah, yeah.
How long are you gonna be gone?
I won't be here next week
Oh,
unless I
okay.
come in on Thursday, because I won't get back till Wednesday night.
Well,
so.
you can always come in on Thursday.
Okay, well, that'll work. We can be
Get
flexible.
Get Brad in here.
Well, or I could come in on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll go with her on Thursday.
Okay.